That's your microphone. I'm a headline, had to come in through. Don't need to come Your mic is off.
Hey y'all, this is Dickie Jr. This weekend we're gonna do it live. We're gonna talk about the end of religion. Now y'all know they've been hinting about that stuff in mainstream media. But anyway, I know Snopes done put an article up there that said Jesus wasn't coming. But anyway, check us out. This weekend, Dickie Jr. Dice Game Show, the end of religion.
This country was built on colossal hands and unshakable gifts. At Sea of Mud Apparel, we stand for the ones who still out there putting in the work. The forgotten man and women who keeps rural America running. Our gear is made patriotic and built to last. Every stitch, every thread, made to handle real life, not runaway life. I'm a fan of this, aren't you? Whether you're working the land, fixing what's broken, and stands for what's right, we got your back. Sea of Mud Apparel, Real America Clothing Company. Show your pride, wear your gifts. Use the code RUMBLE at checkout for 15% off of your order. Visit seaofmud.com. That's seaofmud.com and gear up for the ones who still believe in America.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
It's an honor to be here with the first Jewish president of the United States.
300 years ago, he said, this will all happen, the Messiah will arrive, the end times will begin. Now, they're looking at Donald Trump. One of the rabbis illustrated how his name in the gematria, the numerology of his name, actually means Messiah. And something could happen overnight that could lead to the reconstruction of the temple.
Yes. He, I believe, is the Mashiach of Edom. See? And that's why I believe that the Gemati of Donald Trump is Gemati Mashiach ben David.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So
Mr. Trump could promise to use his building skills to build a temple in return for being the king of the Jews.
All right, outdoor crew, it's your into fishing, camping, and getting off the grid. Meet your new best friend, the Hunter Orange 25 quart cooler from Caddy Sports. This isn't your average cooler. It's remolded for max durability, bear-proof, and 20% lighter than other brands, so it's easy to haul whether you're deep in the backcountry or just sitting up at the dock. You'll get up to 3 days of ice repenting thanks to thick, high-performance installation that means cold drinks, fresh food, and fewer ice to run, whether you're chasing muddy offshore or posting up at the campsite. best part is 40 to 50% cheaper than the big name coolers, but still built to perform season after season. And like all Caddy Sports name brands, gear is proudly made in the US. So use code RUMBLE at checkout for 10% off of your order today. That's caddysports.com. Go grab the Hunter Orange 25 cooler and keep your next adventure ice cold.
Religion is slowing down all across the world right now, especially with the new generation. So right now, as you can see, I'm in Thailand. And so we went on a food tour yesterday, and the tour guide was telling us that basically like Thailand was like the one place in Asia that hasn't been colonized, which is cool, and it's 80% Buddhist. Now, what they were saying is the new generation, I thought this was just like an America thing. She was like, the new generation is not interested in the temples, or they're not really interested in religion because they see some of the corruption that goes on. Me and my wife looked at each other like, damn, whole time we thinking it's just like an America thing with us, because a lot of us, we got to see like our parents or grandparents or great-grandparents talk about Jesus coming and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, ain't nothing happening. We seeing all the bullshit that go inside the church that's the same as this so-called world they tell us to stay away from. And then you travel across the world and you hear people saying the same thing, like the youth have access to social media and seeing other things and having access to different information. So it's like, damn, I guess it's just from a different perspective. We see it from a predominantly Christian country, but even other countries that are predominantly Buddhist or Muslim, the youth are starting to see like, bruh, it's more than likely to follow these rule books from people that we can't even have proof actually existed. You see what I'm saying? But that's just something I had to share with y'all, man. But peace from Thailand.
We are witnessing today the end of Christianity. This religious stuff is starting to crumble, and a lot of people no longer believe in the fairy tales no more. It was always people, even from generations ago, who didn't believe in the stuff, but now it's becoming a lot more prevalent and popular, especially with my generation. We got social media. We seen how it hasn't benefited anybody before us, especially black people. And when these people came up with this religion scam, they knew eventually it was going to crumble, and they tried to cover their ass by saying in the last days, people are going to be less righteous and less religious. People just are not falling for the okie doke. Imagine, I gather a crowd in front of me, right? And I'm about to perform, I'm about to juggle. And I'm talking about there's hundreds of people. I'm like, watch me, I'm going to juggle these 3 oranges right here. And I fumble, I'm like, wait, hold on, wait, one more time. Wait, don't go nowhere. All right, second attempt. 1 and 2. And after the 20th time of me fumbling the damn oranges, you think people still about to stand around and watch? People gonna start walking off and be like, bro, this dude is full of shit. That's what's going on with religion right now. We've been hearing for the longest that God gonna come save us, Jesus gonna come save us, and we see this stuff is bogus. We see the hypocrisy inside of religion, how the people who are supposed to be the most holy do the most BS. So it's wonderful to see the amount of people that's waking up, the amount of content creators that speak out against this stuff. It's falling apart, and Christians have to keep coming up with excuses on why this thing, is not working. It's y'all fault. Y'all just not getting a clear understanding. No, people understand that this is a bunch of bullshit, and I can't wait for the next generations after us to eventually wipe this stuff out. It's over with.
I know that what I'm about to say is going to be met with a lot of backlash. It's going to be met with a lot of criticism, and it's going to be met with a lot of questions. And at this juncture, I don't care. I know I'm going to lose some friends in this process. But if I lose you as a friend, that means we weren't friends to begin with. Because this is how I feel, and this is what it is. I'm officially walking away from Christianity. I will no longer stand for a religion or for a God who will allow people to suffer, to only get glory for their lives lived when they die. I can't do this anymore. I prayed, I've fasted, I've worshiped, I've praised, and I've had a lot of prayers go unheard. And I'm not doing this anymore. So, I'm officially walking away.
Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
Oh, we are Vicious TV, and this is Dice Game G. You know, with my brother Nicky Jr. We going in live and lit. You know what I'm saying? We've been missing here for about damn near what, a month. You know what I mean? But I have to sit. But first thing first, you know, I had to get a new phone, and second, I caught a cold. You know what I'm saying? At that same time when the phone, you know, my phone was acting up, so I had to buy a new phone. And then on top of that stuff, you know, I've been sitting back watching all this shit unfold. You know what I mean? And this one's a big topic. You know, I was trying to stay away from this for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people. You know, this is a topic that basically people fight over, people argue over. People will, you know what I'm saying, go in and say, "Oh, you was blasphemy." You know what I'm saying? Because they fail to realize of doing their research. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just don't do their research, and people it's not tapping in to who they really are and their frequency. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this for so long. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff that we seeing right now, me and my brother done talked about it years ago. We done had podcast shows 10 years ago. We done talked about this. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's why we created a lot of following on Instagram. Because Instagram, you know, I got up to like 32,000, you know, subscribers, you know, or followers, you know, and we was broadcasting it out on 7 different podcast shows, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, Spotify is one of them. And we were speaking about a lot of this stuff, and we were going into, you know, about us indigenous people as well. But now, this one, I've been, you know, pushing back for so long to talk about this because this, like I said, this is a touchy topic. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize if you ain't do your research, if you ain't been, you know, tapping in, that this religion, all the religions that we've been, you know, privileged to for all our lives, same way we've been getting all this information about the Illuminati and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And now we seeing that a lot of this, you know, stuff is really, you know, what's is coming true. It's been true. You know what I'm saying? Into a lot of this information. Same way this, you know, this religion construct. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the church is caving in on each other. You seeing all the truth that's is coming out on that church is a business. You know what I'm saying? And they thrive on money. You know what I mean? And we already know the root of all evil is money. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just got to put a lot of common sense into this because, like I said, all the puzzle pieces start adding together now because now people taking the time out to look at this shit, not just sitting back, you know, just listen to others. Now people's taking the time to sit back and process all this stuff, and a lot of people are is waking it up. You know what I'm saying? As you know, that the guy said in the video, you know what I'm saying? People's not falling for it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody falling for the banana in the tailpipe no more. So that's what we getting into. You know, sorry, you know, it took us down a month to come back with another live stream. First, I want to say thank all the listeners, all the subscribers, all the people that's giving us so much love. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we just family men. You know what I'm saying? We not here to impress nobody. We're not here to make you go into what we believe. You know what I'm saying? We just here, like everybody said, we here to make you think and really, you know, we gonna create some type of, we come togetherness. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna use. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you seeing the whole country, not just the country, our country, the whole world is caving in, and the truth is coming out. You know what I mean? And this religion is built over all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, as when I was growing up, I was seeing people who was fighting over which religion was the true religion. Because you know what I'm saying, I was brought into Baptist, you know, religion. You know what I mean, and I was baptized at that one point in time, but I converted over. You know what I'm saying, to spiritualism. So I'm very spiritual now. You know what I mean, and I believe in the frequency and I believe in oneness, everybody come together. You know what I mean? That's what I believe in. I believe in only one creator. You know what I mean? So for all the people that want to say, well, I believe in one creator, and that creator is righteousness, and I believe that that creator is female, is divine feminine. So for all y'all, you know what I'm saying, ones that want to, you know what I'm saying, y'all can leave all you want to out of here, you know what I'm saying, that this what I believe. You know what I'm saying? We just here to, throw some truth in this. Because a lot of people has been, you know, uh, been misled. Really been misled. Real shit. So I want to give it up to my brother Dickie. Dickie, you in here today?
I'm in the house.
You in the house. You in the house. I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to make
in
sure
the.
I hear you clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm in the. Yeah, let's do a mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Well, I know you hear me good because you came right in after I asked you to come in. So I hear you great over here, bro.
Okay, we here good. Yeah, I like the logos and man, I've been saying for a while, these Christians gonna get it hard. Are the ones that's gonna take this shit the hardest. 'Cause I've been boasting about the bullshit anyway. For last few years. I ain't been sending shit to preachers and shit. Hey, Jesus ain't coming. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but I'm just trying to wake their ass up. I mean, but see, it's funny to me because the preacher keeps leading these motherfuckers down this damn rabbit hole that ain't got no end to it. And some of these preachers know this is fucking bullshit. Instead of teaching them that the God they looking for is within the self. Because the Bible told them that. Jesus told them that in John 10:34, and then it backs it up over in Psalm 286, where he sit there and tell them, hey, didn't I tell y'all gods too? Did y'all fucking forget who y'all were? Yeah, we forgot who we were, but some of us woke up and we try to wake the rest of these motherfuckers. Hey, y'all the one go to church and read the fucking book, but y'all ain't breaking down the codes and the clues in it. We read the shit. I read the
Like,
shit. I had 18 different fucking Bibles. I read all of them, or at least some of all of them. And I know one damn thing. That damn King James, you can go get that, what was it,
oh,
that Geneva Bible or that Lutheran Bible? One of them damn Bibles I used to read, I believe it was that Geneva Bible. And you sit there and read that sucker right along the King James or that Dury Bible. And you can sit there and read that sucker along King James. You see why they changed the words and the ad lib and every damn thing in that King James. And see, one of them King James original version, it got 88 books or 66, 88 books or something in it. And they took them out. See, nobody wants to ask the question. Christians don't like asking the question, or they don't want to question the preacher. Why the fuck y'all take
like they
them 14 books out? How come we can't read them? And why do y'all keep telling us not to read them? And another thing, why do y'all keep telling us not to read the Greek mythologies and all the mythologies and shit? Because, hey, if you start reading that shit and start understanding what you're reading, you start figuring this shit out that, hey, they
y'all
got
figure
this
it out.
shit
Yep,
from a
yep, yep,
storyline.
yep,
Well, actually, it
yep,
was the
yep.
truth.
They'll
It's
start figuring
ancient
it out.
truth, but they took ancient truth and turned it into like a goddamn storyline.
Yep, yep.
So
I
yeah,
read that. Good, good.
so yeah, they gonna take it the hardest. I mean, I've been trying to prepare some of my people with the damn jokes, let them call me crazy and all that shit, you know. I've been letting them call me crazy for years. But ain't like I've been telling them, no.
So
Yeah, I've
you've
been
been
telling them. So,
persistent on your information.
yeah, I've been throwing it in
Persistent.
the face like, yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of this stuff you've been talking about, and I can agree with it. A lot of stuff you've been talking about has been, been coming into the light. You know what I'm saying? I know the truth do sound bizarre. It do sound like it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you never been taught the right way. You never been told and been teaching and been taught the right way. You know what I'm saying? You've been always been led down that false construct. You know what I mean?
But you
So
know what?
what it is.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you know what? I done said this before too. What if ain't none of this shit real? What if all this shit is just a figment of your imagination, of your damn conscience, projecting your ass here in a game called life, and you here to do what you supposed to do, but most of us forgot what we were supposed to do. And it ain't none of this shit real because uh if everything is in motion and nothing rests and everything moves, then everything we look at is moving. And then we must be lowered down to a dimension the way it slowed the damn molecular structure down to where it looks fucking solid. Now, all I'm saying is, if everything in motion and nothing rests, is this shit really real or is it a figment of our imagination?
Right.
But like
Well,
I
that's
said,
what some people want to call this a simulation. A lot of people
but
want to
I
call
just
this a simulation and stuff. Yeah.
but I just want to throw that out there from a spirituality point, because what the church didn't teach them, the Buddhists and the ascended masters, well, that's what they was trying to teach them. What the church ain't teaching them, because they're supposed to learn the self. That's what true spirituality is, learning the self. It ain't going to fucking church, giving somebody your damn time and your motherfucking money, telling you that some motherfucker gonna jump up out the damn sky and gonna come down here and save your ass. Ain't nobody come to save your ass but your own ass. And see, that's why I say the Christians gonna have it hard, because a lot of them it's been dependent heart and soul on somebody to come back to save them from all this bullshit. Ain't nobody come back to save you from all this bullshit but yourself. Now here's the thing about it. There are gonna be some people that's already done came back that's gonna tell you that this shit is bullshit and you need to wake up and save yourself. And they did. These people came back. They woke up and they started telling this shit. So they came back to tell you again that, hey, this shit is bullshit. But hey, look at what was his name? Eddie Long. What's his name? Eddie Long? Down there in Atlanta. Hey, about 10, 15 years ago. Down there in Atlanta. I think his name was Eddie Long. But he was alone. Somebody's name Long. But he was a big time preacher down there in Atlanta, because this shit made CNN. About this little boy testified about this damn preacher screwing him in the booty, making him suck his little pecker. He testified on about it on CNN. And I think his name was Eddie Long. Eddie Long, you did something wrong. You did something so wrong, Eddie Long. Your wife left your home. She sure did.
That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say about, because the evidence is there. The evidence is always there that something was going on, especially in the Christian belief. You know what I'm saying, and the Catholic belief. Because like I said, that's all you used to hear about, that that boys and girls have been getting raped in the Catholic world. You know what I'm saying? By priests. You know what I'm saying? So the evidence has always been there. You know what I'm saying? And especially the money. You know what I'm saying? The greed. It's always been there. You know what I mean? So people can't just say, well, it just now started happening. No, it's been there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, everybody was asleep under this fucking spell. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And
Well, here's
and
another thing. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you go ahead. So you want me to
Uh,
turn it? Go ahead.
uh,
Go into it. Go ahead.
why is people like we were talking, like I was just talking about Eddie Long and his little faggot ass, and screwing them boys in the booty down there in Atlanta, cause they come out and testified on his ass. But what I'm saying is, what I want to say is, why are the Christians so quick to forgive the fucking preacher for the sins that he do, and they still hold their neighbor for the grudge that they did 10 years later? Now make that shit make sense.
Hey, that's a good point, though. That's a good point. You know what I mean? That's why I said
Yeah,
that.
they
Like I
quick.
said, we didn't have to make it sound. Go ahead.
Yeah, they quick to forgive the preacher for what he doing. But hey, so and so did something to piss your ass off too. You ain't forgave him for that shit yet. And
Right,
he
right,
ain't asking you for none of your damn money on Sunday.
right.
Make
'Cause, I mean,
make
I'm
that
gonna put it
shit
like
make
this.
sense.
I've been here for so long, and I haven't saw it for myself. Thank God, I haven't saw it, but it's so much I done heard about preachers been having, been sleeping with their congregation, been giving they members of their congregation HIV. You know what I mean? And all these other nearly diseases and stuff like that. See, we gotta take about things like this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know some people go, well, nobody ain't perfect, but but you know what I'm saying? You call yourself, a Christian man or somebody holy. You know what I'm saying? You may have made mistakes, but you know what I'm saying. You can't keep making them same fucking mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be learning. You supposed to be, supposed to be progressive, but you still making the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So let's kill that right there. So when people say, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" Because it's a lot of things. A lot of times I've been wanting to do things, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew better. You know what I'm saying? And I know, what I'm saying, what they do. You know what I mean? So quit all the fucking, people want to come up with throw out, these excuses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm just killing that for right now because we've been hearing so much stuff and we've been seeing it. We've been seeing it. I'm a type of person. If I see it, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna make me, make me think that I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You cannot turn my thoughts around. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini. You know what I mean? So if you don't know about Gemini, do your research. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
it's just like that little white lady on TikTok. She probably about 70 something damn years old. Well, I put it like that. She could be in her damn 50s, but she look about damn 70. But I'm just gonna say
yeah,
she probably in her 70s. I ain't gonna call her old. The young lady just probably in her 70s. But anyway, the little pale faced
yeah,
lady
yeah.
said one day. The little pale faced lady said, I've read the Torah, the Emulish. She done read
You know what?
the Book of Enoch, and she done read the Sumerian tablets, and she done read all them damn Bibles, and she said she come to the conclusion that it's all fucking bullshit, and we could have saved a lot of Sundays and a lot of money and a lot of time. And we could have spent more time with our family.
Right,
Now
right.
she's hit the nail on the head now. 'Cause like I said, hey, I done the same. Well, I ain't gonna say I did exactly the same thing, but yeah, I praise I did. But I read probably more shit than she did. You know, I read a whole lot of shit. Some of it I didn't even finish because the information in the book hit me in the head. I said, "Oh, this is what this book." I mean, I probably done read half of it. Then I could probably goddamn tell you the rest of it, and how it turned out by
Right.
reading some other shit that adds up with the fucking book that I was fucking reading. And uh,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, I come to the conclusion after reading all that stuff and adding that shit all up. This shit bullshit. Cause hey,
Well, you see a
that
lot.
damn
You see a lot
story in the
of
Bible is about two motherfucking brothers arguing and fighting with each other with a damn bloodline. That's what it's about. It ain't about no damn body coming to save your damn soul. Period. And that's
man.
where, but see, the devil created the religion. That's what they don't understand. The motherfucker they worshiping in Genesis, they're saying he created this in 7 days and all this shit. I think that's Satan. I'm pretty sure goddamn it is Satan. Because I know goddamn well you can't jerk a goddamn rib from a man and make a female. So it had to been Satan. That's a fairy tale story.
So what Jesus mean in Spanish?
Oh, now I didn't have that on tip of my tongue. Jesus or something. Jesus.
Jesus. Who is Zeus? Who is Zeus?
Zeus. Zeus is Satan.
Yeah, who is Zeus? Hey.
Zeus is Satan.
I mean, people got to do their research, dog. You know what I'm saying? Look. This ain't new to us.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? For
what is,
some,
who they think Jacob is?
Hold on, dig. This ain't new information. Like I just told you, we're Gemini. You look at Gemini. Me and Dick is Gemini. We've been knowing a lot of this information. We've been knowing a lot of this stuff has been traced down and all this information that's been dropping right here today. We knew it 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But we got people that don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, they got people caught up to their followers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And like we was telling y'all, we gotta watch out who been pushing out a lot of this information. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people work for these agencies, and these agencies work for Satan. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make your own decision. But we here to speak the truth. If you don't like that, if you can't get with that, you can get off this channel. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I put it to you like this.
We ain't going nowhere. All right, go ahead.
But I put it to you like it. If they believe in the motherfucking book, I keep telling you it's just a clue book. You need to break it down. I mean, but ain't nothing wrong with priesthood and all that shit, like the Buddhist priests and the Shaolin temple. Hey, that shit's groovy, man. But that's real spirituality. But this bullshit that they've been pushing, this been the damn Satan shit. Cause hey, who else? Who else is another personification of Satan? Yaku. Go read the big head scientist. Yaku created a damn people. He created some people. And Yaku was the devil. And let's just say he's the personification in the same damn energy. It don't have to be the exact same one. It's the same damn energy because all this shit's about energy now. This is an energy flow thing. So yeah, Yaku and get the damn Yaku's Book of Tricknology, the big head scientists, all them are Satan. Hell, Santa Claus is Satan. Shit. Why y'all huffing and puffing? And it's been said.
Look at sound and how they spell it. Look how they spell it. It's always there in the broad open. It's always in the open. They always show you. They always tell you too. You know what I'm saying? The truth. You know what I'm saying? So look at the name, look at the name Santa, and look at the name Satan. You know what I'm saying? It's always there in the open. Like I said, what they say, you put shit in subliminal. You want to hide anything, you put it in the open. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. I mean, but like I told you, we talked about man's law and universal law, God's law, the Most High law. We talked about that before we got on live today, Dickie. You know what I mean? And a lot of them been, a lot of we've been going through, what I'm saying, our life going through man's law. And now I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it, but when it comes to us being free, free thinkers, because we gotta think for ourselves. Because people don't realize Satan lives right here. You know what I'm saying? And people think Satan. Some people think, oh, you catch Satan with a horns and a spiky tail. No, no. You know what I'm saying? Satan don't have no physical appearance. Satan lives right here. That's why they show you in the cartoons when you got the little devil on one shoulder, then you got the angel on the next, and it looks just like you. I'm just saying,
Well,
if I ain't
it's
making any sense to you, go ahead.
it's kind of like I used to say years ago. The only thing it is good and evil. Now, which one do you want to be? Either you want to be good or you want to
Yeah,
be evil. Well, see, God represents
yeah,
the good, and Satan or Lucifer's supposed to be representing the evil. Now, see, I used to say it was just good and evil, and then some damn little asshole, after evil created a certain things and certain beings, uh, one of them came along and put a D in front of that damn E, and now we can blame it on a character, make a character out of him. Now you turn that shit around on the damn flip, and that says lived.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
just saying earlier, it's always in the name. It's always in the name, or in the title,
did
or
the
in the
devil live?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It got to, you know what I'm saying? Satan got to always tell you that he's around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, did the devil
Tell you
live?
that what I'm
The
saying, that what they always
devil
say Satan's
lived.
biggest trick was trick people that he don't exist. But he always got to tell you because that's universal law.
Like I said, it really ain't such thing as a devil. It's just a lot of damn beings came on this damn planet and they did a lot of evil things, and then they wanted a character to blame it on so all of them wouldn't get blamed at the same damn time, and they created a character called the devil. And yeah,
But
uh,
anybody,
eh,
anybody can be a devil.
there's always a leader of evil, like it's a leader of a gang, ain't it?
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's all the
anybody,
same damn energy. Oh
look,
shit.
Vicky. Anybody can be a
Hmm.
devil. Anybody can be a devil because you can go to a store and buy a devil costume, right? But you
Right.
cannot go to the store and buy a Satan costume.
I
Anybody
ain't
has
seen you better go to the store and go buy a God costume. But you can go buy
some
Santa
people
Claus.
think this is the same entity. Some people want to think this is the
Okay.
same entity, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? You know. So when people, that's why I said, do your research. Just do your research. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to take out personal. Just do your own research. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot of people probably tuning in probably say, "Oh, y'all speaking blasphemy," but you only got to do your research, bro. And then you can come to me. You can come back to me, and we can chop it up like how you want to. I'm not, I don't stray from no one, and I ain't had not one person came to me and challenged me on a lot of this shit either. So you know what I'm saying? If they did, they was really low vibration. They were really, what I'm saying, some fire. You know what I mean? But I got a lot of shit to say because people don't realize what time we really is in right now. People don't really know the veil is thin. I mean, it's so thin. You know what I'm saying? You can pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Just feel like, yeah, that motherfucker just shot. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Now here's another thing. It's gonna be hard for the Christians and a lot of other people. What did they find out? America going away.
oh yeah,
America's going
oh
away.
shit, Babylon, Babylon.
The name,
We spoke
the
about
name is gonna get
Babylon.
changed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
the
Well,
name gonna get
I've
changed.
been
This
hearing
is the North. I got it on a T-shirt. This is the North American Royal Kingdom. I got T-shirts that say that. I should be selling them motherfuckers. That's what I need to do.
well,
Something like that.
well, yeah, yeah.
That
But
says
see,
North
this is how I want
American
to get in.
Royal Kingdom. I like
This
it
is
anyway.
this is what I, this is what I really want to get into because a lot of people, like, we talking about the veil, people don't really understand that we have so much low vibrational entities and demons like the jinn. It's been, interacting with a lot of this, chaos right now. You know what I mean? And I know people, some people when I talk about demons and jinns and stuff, you see people's eyes go like, you know what I'm saying? It get fear about. They get that. It's a fear come over them. You know what I'm saying? Why are you fearing a demon? Just saying. You know, if you a person with righteousness and believe in the Most High, and the Most High got, and you deem that up that frequency, because like I told you once before, I'm about the frequency. You know what I'm saying? And and we've been protected by the Most High. If you believe, why are you scared of hearing the name demon or somebody speaking about a demon or anything that can pull along with a demon? You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, okay.
people right
I
now.
look at it like
Yeah. Go ahead.
uh if the most well yeah, you supposed to give honor to the Most High, Mother and Father God. Yeah, you should give your respect. Yeah, give honor to them. But if you just ain't got the rank that they got, but you still a god, uh,
We're not talking about rank.
uh,
We're talking
uh, but
about
you better believe more in your damn self, cause you're gonna have to believe more in your damn self to even get to believe or know the Most High, Mother and Father God.
there you go.
But
There you go. There you go. You got to know. You have to know.
you got to get to
Age
know
of the know.
yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to be in the age of the know. So you know that you are. You know what I'm saying? You with. You know what I'm saying? With the Most High and your in that frequency, and you know anything that's about fear and all this, it should not rally you at all. You know what I'm saying? And I speak for a man of experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying because I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Seeing everything. You know what I'm saying? Because that was all around me. But
Well, it's just like a lot of people say, I love you, do it. Hey, man, I love you, do it. Well, here's the thing about it. You got to goddamn love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Now, a lot of people say they love other people, but they don't love themselves. They love money more than they love fucking money more than they love themselves. They love prestige and status and class and all that shit more than themselves. But I always say, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You can give somebody the impression that you love them because you like them and hang around with them, but do you really love them? Because when you really love them, it's unconditional. Because see, when it's unconditional, you ain't got to agree with nothing they fucking do. You don't even have to like it, but you can still hang out and talk to each other.
Man, I love how this is going because it's bringing up stuff I've been wanting to talk about, speak about. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, that when we talked earlier when we were talking about how the oneness, you know what I'm saying, the Most High works in the collective. Satan works
Yep.
individually trying to split you up, trying to split people up, trying to get you, to himself alone. You know what I'm saying? You know, as us
Right.
people of color, you know what I'm saying? As we know that now a lot of information that coming out that we are, the indigenous one, and we are the earthborn. You know what I'm saying? We have to work as a collective. You know what I'm saying? And you see it when it comes into politics, into everything. Really, not just the politics and not the religion, into everything. When we come together, we unstoppable.
Now, why you said
Don't
politics?
you see that?
Yeah. Well, since you said politics, let's just go ahead and throw this in there. Now we know the Christians seen this on mainstream news when Donald J. Quavius, as in Q, Trump, came out there and held that Bible upside down. He was telling all the chiefs, head chiefs on the land, that this 400-year Bible contract that they had us under is over with. Because see,
It's all right.
what
I'm not,
nowadays Christians need to understand, who are really the actual indigenous, melanated, American indigenous Indian. Yeah, y'all dark skinned, copper brown. Y'all are the indigenous Indian, but they got you in a spell on the Bible contract. What I want to tell you is that your ancestors did not have no goddamn Bible over here. That's what I need to tell you. That's what you need to come to grips with. Your ancestors didn't pray to not have no Bible over here. They believe in nature and oneness with the Creator and the universe and the self. They know we was just here enjoying a human experience in a body. And we can do it again if we want to.
all this is a mix suit. This right here is a mix suit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, trust me, I know because I done stepped out of my body. I done seen it. I know it's a spiritual world. I know it exists. So for some people, want to say, "Oh, yeah, I know the spiritual world do exist," and it's a
I want
blind.
to say it like it. You are. I want to say it like this, Dave. You are highly electromagnetic, uh, computerized super being, biologically. Yeah, I want to say it like that, cause these things we walk around in, this is some really high tech equipment we walking around in. I know it's biological though, but there's some high tech equipment.
Well,
Cause hey,
but like I said,
the supercomputer is modeled off of our brains, because if our brains were working at 100% capacity, a supercomputer would not even exist.
I don't know. I guess we working off each other tonight because I'm so glad you said that. Because everybody you hear about Elon Musk and you hearing about people that in the AI world talking about the AI is going to be faster than and smarter than a human being or smarter than us. If you believe that, I'm just saying. If you believe that, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
AI sucks.
It would never
AI sucks to me unless you ask
be
it
fair.
a specific way and in a specific order. It'll give up the information,
They want you to
but
think that.
you have to get
They want you to think
the
that.
wording right.
Yeah, they want you to think that that the AI and this, you're saying this AI is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, smarter than a human. But they want you to think that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
no, never, 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 never.
who is creating the AI and why they have to? If the AI is going to be smarter than us, why is they got to always monitor us and get the AI feeds in the information so the AI gets smarter? I'm just saying,
That's
just
right.
think about that one moment. Just think about that one moment. You know what I'm saying? Because
Why they
we
monitor your ass so much if AI was that damn smart?
yeah,
But like
yeah,
I've been,
yeah.
like I've said before,
But
about the damn cameras,
we always, but we always evolving as a species too. So if
right?
we not staying always staying polished, and we ain't always staying in one spot. We always evolving too. So you know what I'm saying. So how the hell that AI is going to ever catch up with us? And we created it because we
That's what I'm
always.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? So people got to
Hey,
start throwing away the bullshit that they hear. Stop thinking about this. Go ahead, Dick. I just had to get that out because you brought that up. I said, yeah, that's one thing I had to talk about the AI. You know what I mean? Because they see when you hear this AI shit right here now, you hear about Elon Musk talking about it, and and you hear about these globalists start talking about. Well, they still trying to depopulate and they talk about the AI and all this shit. It ain't nothing but the beast, yo. It ain't nothing but the mark of the beast. And they trying to, and when what we seeing now too, and what Donald Trump is doing, this is my opinion. So for all y'all, the Donald Trump supporters and all this, like I said, like I told you once before, you should know where I stand on this. But if you don't know what I stand, go back and listen to our previous lives or Telegram, and you didn't know where I stand on this. But right now, they trying to usher in the Antichrist. So if y'all want to sit back and sit back here and want to you gotta look at all this shit because they have spoke about the Antichrist in the Bible. That's the only last thing we really haven't seen that has been trying to come in now. You know what I'm saying? Now we hearing about the AI, it's getting robots and all this shit. You're gonna be hearing about the Antichrist starting next year, 2026. So I'm just want to put that out to you. So what you got on what's your take on it?
My take on AI. I've been saying it like this. They call it what they call this shit? AI. I heard some guy call it one day
Artificial intelligence. Yeah.
and ancestral intelligence. But here's the real deal about AI.
Artificial intelligence.
AI
Not
won't never be ancestral intelligence. Only thing AI can
exactly.
be is artificially instructed.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only thing AI will ever be is artificially instructed.
It's in the name. It's in the name, though. The name. They have to tell you, though. Artificial. What artificial mean? People do your
They can have all kind of programs they want. But here's the thing, they just programs that they created to run AI. AI is just artificially instructed, and that's the bottom line. That's what the fuck it is. It is no smarter than the computing system you give it to make. Oh, sure, it can map out some shit that your brain can't map out, cause
Yeah.
your brain ain't operating at 100%. If your brain's operating at 100%, you watch the movie Lucid. That's what it's talking about when your brain start operating at high capacities at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. You know, uh, this is what the brain is able to comprehend and see. And when your brain is operating at that capacity, you don't even need a supercomputer. Matter of fact, when your brain is operating at that capacity, you don't even need a military.
God. You're a god.
Y'all didn't hear that one. You don't even need a military when you operating at that capacity.
And they showed at the end of Lucy. Lucy was everywhere. She said, "I'm everywhere." What that gives to people? What people thought when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, she God. She everywhere."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though behind we already know, you know what I'm saying? Lucy suffer, Lucifer. We know this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying what the movie was saying, what it's giving out. You know what I'm saying? Because now, we on a fifth season of Stranger Things now, and there's a lot of stuff coming out. It's subliminal in Stranger Things. You know what I mean? So, and go look at. It. You know what I mean? Because right now, they talk about the end times and shit like that. Now, it's the end of this whole system, and what we say this system is satanic dark cabal system. That's the end. It's been exposed. I mean, how many times we spoke about this? You know what I'm saying? Over 20 some odd years. You know what I mean? I had so many people, you know what I'm saying? Now they like, don't tell me nothing, Doc. Don't tell me nothing, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to get their heart broken. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Because, some people want to say, you've been on it, Doc. You've been, you could. But some people just don't want to give you that,
Somebody said
you know what you're talking about.
something's going
But,
down on the 19th.
wait this month.
Somebody said this month. Something's going down on the 19th.
What,
I
what,
don't
what,
know it.
what, what, yeah. I mean, I probably think you know what I'm saying. So, uh, just listen to the movie.
Uh,
Wow.
I don't
You
know exactly what it's gonna be or what's gonna happen, but something is going down this month on the 19th. They say it may not happen. I don't know, but and some's supposed to go down next month, uh, in January, and
They keep, they keep,
because Atlas is supposed to get free.
yeah, that's what I'm
Cause
saying.
see,
That's what I'm
Atlas
saying.
is
They talk
holding
about this.
up. Yeah, on in this
Whatever.
cosmic event we in. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grandma Palladium's come back to get her baby boy, get her man, come get her husband Atlas. So when Atlas gets free from holding up the world of the devil's shit, uh, uh, it's gonna be the end. The veil comes completely down, I guess, of the system that's been oppressing everybody and put your ass up under a religious contract that wasn't even true. Yeah, it was a good learning
Really,
experience. That's all I can
really,
say about it. It was just a good learning
they
experience.
always, they, they always tell you something is coming from the skies, but actually it's come from below. It's the frequency. The frequency, they know this frequency is finna, it's really, it's really finna get to a peak that people gonna start waking it up constantly. I mean, they gonna start knowing things they didn't know at first. You know what I'm saying? This is all a frequency shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
they want to keep people. That's why they want to keep people distracted, keep their vibrations low, because this frequency is coming in, and they know it's coming. And they always want to get something that's coming from the skies. They want to think it's coming from the outside, but it's always from the inside. You just said it earlier. So, but they know they know they don't lost it. They know this frequency, and when we talking about frequency, we gonna start seeing these shapeshifters who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these reptilians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know what you think I was gonna talk about these reptilians, but you see the thumbnail, you see that fucking reptile sitting on the side there on this thumbnail.
And now, hey, Dice. Now,
The thumbnail
what if
that
some of
people
these people?
put together.
what if some of these people wake up the next morning and the spouse that they've been living with for 20 years shapeshift on their ass?
Oh God! Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna let you
oh.
hold that thought for a minute. I'll be right back.
I mean, you got now. You learning, you seeing all these industry celebrities. You know what I'm saying? And you seeing Beyonce shape shifting. Who's the other motherfucker? Justin Bieber shape shift and all this shit. You know, you see the demons, the demonic entities is flowing out of them. You know, and now if people have been educating themselves on clones or robotoids, you know, and I know people that have been on YouTube and seeing a lot of people's bloggers videos talking about, and I know this one in Pacific, he was talking about, and it surfaced from it's been on the web for 8 years now. It's back surfacing, talking about that we've been living among non-humans. I've been speaking about that for 20 years. I've been telling people for a long time that we've been living with around non-humans and reptilians and clones and shit like that. It's not because I got it from someone else. No, I've seen it personally. You know what I'm saying? My mother-in-law's neighbor was a sex shifter. She knew I knew it too. I bet you think I'm bullshit. I don't really give a damn, but I know what I'm talking about. I done witnessed it. Now, all this stuff, all this information that is coming out on cloning and shit, you see all these celebrities saying they have cloned them. Kevin Hart spoke about it. Hell, Monica. Hell, who else? Nicki Minaj. They don't all talked about this, and people thought this was all a joke. They joking. Or The Rock, he said, "I eat babies from under 10." He said it, but if I
I got a video somewhere of that.
what kind of shit is that? Who would say some shit like that? Saying, "Oh, I eat babies just up to 10." Who would say that? Use your common sense. Who would say that? And then he did not show no type of expression after he said it. He just said it, and then the kid over there and the daddy was over there. He was like, "Nigga, I'm serious." That's the expression on his face. Man, these people are demonic. And I just want to put it like this: I don't think all the original people, the original characters, not there. I don't think they're there. I think the original soul is gone, like The Rock and all the other motherfucking celebrities. A lot of them. I ain't saying all of them. I won't say majority of them. I don't think the soul is not there. It's been inhabited by another fucking some entity or some type of reptile. I want to get to it really. It's like reptile because we not heard about all this shit and we don't spoken about how reptilians come in and takes over the vibe. They
All
make
right.
movies.
Now that we talk about eating
Come
human
on,
flesh,
good,
now let
good.
me put this out there that I've
Uh-huh.
been discovering
Uh-huh.
that paleface has been eating us. I guess they thought they could, if they eat us, they could absorb our essence and be just like us. Because there is a saying, "You are what you eat." But I'm
Well,
pretty damn sure eating somebody's essence comes with a damn high consequences on the end.
uh-huh.
Because you want to eat
Uh-huh.
somebody's essence. But anyway, uh, it been said that paleface has was eating us publicly, I guess in certain spots, where they done the thing,
I know
and
what you're talking about.
they little they ate us up open publicly up until the 70s. Now that I didn't know till here recently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they still eating. They still having
And
barbecue niggas every week. Fuck.
now, hey, I got a buddy. I tell him all the time that them hamburgers and stuff. There's a high possibility. There's a I put it like this. There's probably a 60-40% chance that it's likely to have some ground up human in it. Some type of human DNA
Hey,
in that burger. Because they told you in mainstream media when Obama was in office that hot dogs had
well,
2% of
we gonna
human DNA.
hey, we gonna give it to you real raw and unedited. And the way he just said, you said 60-40. 60-40 of this shit. And what you reading on the 60-40? You listen to the human meat on the 60 or the human meat on the 40? Which one are you leaning
Uh, I bet it's 40% chance that it's got some human meat in it.
on? Okay. You on the 40%. Okay, then the 6% is what it is, or not, or this it's not human. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what
Mm.
I think for the sake, and I done said it once before, but for people who want to get out here and, oh, well, I ain't never, I ain't fuck that, everybody done had,
Well, hey, here's another damn thing. Think about
everybody
this.
done had it. So, you might not think about it, you just ain't, you may not just know you had human meat, but you had. You know,
Think.
everybody ate at a restaurant. So, but this,
Well, think about this, Dice.
I ain't gonna have no human
It's
meat.
been said here lately.
Now,
It's been said here lately that they have come across evidence that these son of bitches has been grounding up wild animals and every damn thing making hamburger out of. Now hold on.
yeah. Rats too.
Yeah.
You can't say you ain't ate a
Now,
rat. You can't say you ain't ate a
well,
rat.
well, what they doing with the dead animals? They gotta go. They have to go pick up.
Right. No. Yeah, they probably just finding anything and then they just shoving it up and then grinding it up and then serving it to us. Just saying. Because when people want to say, well, I eat organic, nigga, it's worse than organic. So
Yeah,
don't hit me with them facts or I don't eat meat. What you think they doing with the lettuce and shit? With what I'm saying, and you see the lettuce ain't burned, and you see the shit flexible and shit. It's so. I'm just saying, you eating something that's not supposed to be in your fucking body. I'm just saying, I just hate to be the one that want to tell it because people want to put out. Well, I'm vegetarian and little trying to make them seem like they, what I'm saying, nigga, that shit ain't healthy either. Cause they got
mm,
hey, they tapping with that too. I'm just here
yeah.
to I'm here to be real. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. Now, it's too late to sugarcoat shit now. It's time to be real about the shit. Go ahead, Dick.
Yeah. Well, I ate a piece of damn chicken last Sunday. Sure did.
It wasn't chicken. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
chicken. Oh, it was
Well, so
chicken
I didn't
breast.
do.
He said
I
it was
didn't do.
chicken.
Well, we didn't really didn't do. Yeah, we really didn't do no Thanksgiving. Yeah, they cooked, but I didn't too much eat. But he did cook a turkey that damn Saturday. I think it was Saturday, Sunday morning. He cooked a turkey,
Yeah, yeah.
and might have been that damn
Yeah.
Friday he cooked turkey. I don't know, but it one of them days he cooked that damn turkey, and
Since we
uh,
talking about this right now, about Thanksgiving,
uh
because I want to speak on something. I want to speak on something too because it's so many families that was fighting on that was into it. And really, I was listening to some of these arguments. And I was like, I mean, Is it worth, 30 years ago, you mad at that person for wearing your dress for 30 years ago? You mad because,
Now, let me
I
tell
just see the fight didn't make the
you.
arguments and so, uh, uh, we done made it a time that he really made it ran his course. You know what I'm saying? And really is really low vibration and really how that is programmed. You know what I mean? Because it didn't make no sense. Because really, back in the day, man, family come together, and nobody had to blame shit half the time. Blame they lose, they understand, they use family. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have, you didn't have to do that 'cause, yeah, yeah, they bring in, who bring the this, and it's crazy, how the time. But I don't think y'all be good. Oh well, nigga, you taking a break. But like I said, families ain't families no more. And you seeing, people let the program take over them. You know what I mean? But like I said, before, there's a lot of people it's waking up. But you still got a lot of people like that. It's still in the program. I mean, so uh who those power uh
Well, speaking of family, yeah, shit. Shit, some of them they'll even stop speaking to you. Hell yeah, they will. They won't call you, tell you shit. Somebody can transition in the family. They don't call, tell you
right,
nothing. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I don't even want to talk about that. That's
right,
some low vibration
right.
shit.
But
But
but now I knew we had to go into this on this because I didn't want to make it too long. But I know we ain't been at a live stream for so long. It's so much we have to talk about and go into. But we can say this on another day because I already told my wife I'm gonna give me an hour. But we'll get more into what I'm saying on the next live. But I just want to my last talk. I think it's gonna be like the last talk and end the life. I got to put but my last talk is that on the 2020, it's gonna be that start of that religion gonna be. It's gonna start evaporating. People gonna really start realizing, what I'm saying, they've been lying to on that scale. 2028. When we get to 2028, we ain't gonna hear about this religion. We're gonna hear about religion. You know what
yeah,
I'm
that shit will be
saying?
eradicated off the damn planet probably by 2027, I'm gonna say. It'll probably be eradicated off the planet. But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm thinking. If they can't see religion already going away, go right around in towns and look at the empty churches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Go
mean,
look
I
at
mean,
them empty churches.
we know the main, we know the mainstream media. We know the celebrities gonna lie to you and gonna say, well, but like he said, go around or go around speaking to folks. Go look at conscious views. And he got a clip. He was asking how many people that believe in
Hmm.
this saying. Just go and do your own research. This what we ask. That's all we ask. You don't have to take our word for it. We already know for ourselves.
But
You know what I'm saying? I'm already taking our life and my. I'm just saying. This is the time that you have to know now. And
yeah, see, it was a
to
program.
know.
See, if you said you didn't believe in Jesus, you was an atheist. Ain't such thing as an atheist, because even a fucking atheist believe in something.
Believe in something. Exactly. Because they gonna be tested. They gonna be tested.
If he don't believe in nothing but himself, he gonna believe in something.
You gonna be tested. I'm telling you, especially these times, everybody's being tested. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
So
such thing as a
I'm just
damn
saying,
atheist.
yeah. So I'm just saying because they use the character on the stick, the character on the stick to divide and conquer. Because you see
Yeah.
all these different fucking types of religion out here. Come on, man. Ain't that's the vision in its most.
Now, watch it when the religions get to be a thing where everybody's saying fuck religion, fuck religion, fuck religion. Watch the news stop. They'll probably start try to run a program on the all these people are atheists. And ain't none of them some bitches probably set foot in church in the last
I
15, 20
was
years.
about it.
Let somebody went to the other side.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it because when they start saying they losing the control of the people. They always try to throw some shit to what I'm saying to counteract what I'm saying your thoughts. But you gotta
Oh yeah.
stand well.
That's how
You know what I'm saying?
conspiracy
So
theories came about. You know, yeah,
yeah,
that's how conspiracy theories came
yeah,
about. Trying to counteract your damn
yeah.
thoughts. They don't want you to free. They didn't want you to free think. Yeah,
Hey,
same
hey,
shit,
hey,
different
that's
day.
what Satan said. That's what Satan said. It's one thing he hates. He hates a free thinker. He hates a free thinker because he can't control a thinker.
Like
This
Tupac
man,
said, you can't stop it. Yeah,
what
like
Tupac?
Pac said, you
Oh,
can't
I want
stop
to say a lot of people want to, now a lot of stuff that came out on Tupac and stuff. Tupac was still talking. I mean, he was up on it. You know what I mean? Because when he said that the demons stuck a match in his head, stuck a match in his head, and that was such a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? He was telling you where Satan dwells anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right there.
it.
So right here, right here. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. We have came too far along as conscious beings just to keep believing the bullshit. Just saying. And we've been speaking this shit, and been telling people this shit, and been meditating and really getting downloads for over 20 years, speaking and really trying to pass the message. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if they really studying the Illuminati, they will find it out anyway. But they interested in the Illuminati, but they not really studying the Illuminati.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
ain't
they
going
just
too deep
interested in
because
Illuminati.
if they
Because if
go,
they study just the Illuminati, they can find out a lot of shit. But they not interested in.
they go,
They just interested. They don't really want to find out. So if
it
they
goes
really
back,
interested in
goes
Illuminati,
back
they would
to
find
that.
out that these motherfuckers are eating humans.
Right. But it goes back to extraterrestrials though. If they keep studying this shit, it goes all the way back into extraterrestrial beings.
Yep.
They've been
So the
involved.
Illuminati are extraterrestrials.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So if they was in it like you said and it was deep out to it, they know about ET. You know what I'm saying. So that is what it is. But 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 the truth. And I'm gonna end this. And you can go in with. But this is what I want to hit on. Us indigenous people, the earthborn. It spoke about us, and like they said, the Bible is a clue. It spoke about
Mm-hmm.
us. You know what I'm saying? We will be the ones that's gonna change this shit and alter this shit.
Yeah. Speaking of being spoke about, we've been spoke about by everybody. There was somebody in the UN not too long ago in this damn, I mean, this was this year. I'm talking about a month or two ago. Told damn UN something that these damn copper brown melanated people over here are the indigenous people. And I think even from some one of them countries down there in South America. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he told them. Putin done told them. Mm-hmm. Putin done told them too that these melanated copper brown people over here are the indigenous American Indians. See, the rest of the world already knew. They've been waiting on us to wake up. It is what it is.
Exactly.
The rest of the world already knew we were the real ones here. It just they've been waiting on us to wake the fuck up.
What is Memphis? Here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I ain't in Memphis, but I'm in Tennessee. But what they spoke about Memphis, Tennessee, what's Memphis, Tennessee?
Do what now?
What is Memphis, Tennessee?
Memphis,
They
Egypt.
spoke about Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because Mississippi is the real Nile. Yeah, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mississippi real now.
So
why you think they got Cairo, Illinois up there? Cairo, Egypt used to be up in that region too.
Well, so that's why I said we done made it too far to keep believing in the bullshit. Because we got all the evidence, right? We got all the evidence right in front of us. We done made it too far, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
we gonna
stay on this line. This all I
gonna
got
represent our ancestors. We're not representing no book that they wrote, but we gonna represent our ancestors because our ancestors didn't have no book over here they read out of to some fake ass God. Nope, they didn't do that. That was just a Bible contract. And like I said, hey, I seen a post about 10 years ago. Where Paleface was saying, "Oh, we sorry y'all took that Christian shit so hard." Talking about us.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were talking about us. We sorry y'all took that Christian shit so hard. Mm-hmm.
Well, you ended up, Dickie. I'm through. We gonna end this up. My wife gotta go. She gotta go to work in the morning. You ended up. And I punch it.
All right, my man. Well, everybody take care. Peace, love. Ashe. One love. And I'm out. Click, click.